We can start in English and then we'll switch to Spanish, please.
Mikey, is there an update on Chucky Lozano or a timeline on his return?
We'll be managing him week to week. It's a minor lower leg injury, so he'll be back soon.
And how are you feeling after an undefeated start to the season so far?
It's early days. I'm mostly excited about the fact that the boys are playing with our style of play with tons of conviction and quality, and showing everybody that from the beginning we can be a team that can compete.
So you don't anticipate Chucky will play this Saturday?
No, he won't play.
Does that change at all the approach on Saturday's match?
Yeah, listen, in football, each player has his own special qualities, right? So even when you sub a player in and sub a player out, the dynamic of the team will change. Our overall style of play, nothing changes. We have conviction for that, but it'll look a little bit different with a different front three.
And then who do you anticipate having to step up in Lozano's absence?
Yeah, we're still making those decisions.
What kind of things will he work through to make sure he gets back? Like what check marks will he need to pass before he's able to return to the field?
We have a return to play protocol that our medical team and human performance team will go through with him, and it'll be about making sure that he's fully healthy and that he's strong and fit enough to play at a high level.
Is the same thing going for Andres Reyes? Is he full match fit now to play on Saturday?
He's still not, so we're still working with him. Andres is not injured per se, but we're just preparing him to be at his best for a long season.
Precisamente, coach, no está Andrés, no está Chucky. ¿Cómo ha hecho pues esta semana? ¿Cuánto tiempo van a estar por fuera? ¿Qué se tiene previsto desde el departamento médico?
Por los dos es semana a semana, porque con Erwin no es una lesión grave, eso es muy buenas noticias. Pero
¿cuál es la lesión de él?
Tiene un poquito algo muscular de la pierna, pero no es grave, entonces eso es bueno, pero es imposible predecir exactamente cuánto tiempo, entonces cada semana vamos a ir evaluando eso. Y Andrés no está lesionado, pero lo estamos llevando para que cuando vuelve en su mejor manera para tener una larga temporada.
¿Qué parte es la que le molesta al Chucky, Mikey?
¿Cómo?
¿Qué parte es la que le molesta al Chucky?
El hamstring.
El hamstring.
Sí.
¿Y qué ha hecho estos días? ¿No ha trabajado de pareja con el equipo?
Sí, está trabajando todos los días. Sí, está trabajando con el cuerpo médico y está ahí laborando. No está contento porque está lesionado y él quiere estar en cancha, pero la buena noticia es que no es nada grave y es solamente que lo preparamos bien para que cuando vuelve a 100.
Entonces esta lesión, profe, no tiene nada que ver la última que tuvo con el PSV antes de venir a San Diego.
No entiendo esa pregunta.
Antes de venir a San Diego tuvo una lesión similar, no es la misma, no es una recaída.
No.
¿Qué se sabe sobre Real Salt Lake, el siguiente rival de San Diego FC, y la importancia de este reto de continuar invictos, sin recibir gol, algo que ha caracterizado muy bien a San Diego?
Salt Lake es un equipo que ha competido muy bien los últimos 2 años, está siempre en el playoffs, tiene un estilo de juego donde quieren la pelota, pero también te pueden jugar a la pelota directa. Es un equipo que es peligroso en contragolpe. Entonces, vamos a tener que estar muy listos. También se juega fuera de casa, primera vez que los chicos se suben en un avión juntos, imagínate. Estamos, cada día hay algo nuevo acá, entonces, pero nosotros vamos a estar listos.
2 partidos sin recibir gol, profe, lo principal para ganar un partido es no recibir los goles. En ese sentido, ¿cómo mantener la defensa firme para el tercer juego?
Yo creo que nosotros siempre jugamos para ir por el partido, para meter goles, para impactar el flow del partido, y aunque no metimos gol en el último partido, tú ves que ese juego ofensivo te ayuda a defender también, porque si hay algo cierto en el fútbol, tienes que tener la pelota para meter gol. ¿Okay? Entonces yo creo que hemos hecho un buen trabajo en la parte defensiva, pero también la parte ofensiva nos ha ayudado también mucho.
Ha sorprendido en lo personal el trabajo del capitán de Yepe, cómo se mueve en el medio del campo. Yo sé que a usted no lo ha sorprendido, pero ¿qué nos puede decir de lo que le da al equipo esa seguridad en el medio del campo?
Sí, calma, inteligencia y liderazgo. Está siempre posicionado bien, siempre responde bien. a lo que pide el partido y tiene mucha calidad.
Como inicialista ante Real Salt Lake, pues no va a estar Chucky Lozano, pero entonces tendría pensado a un Boateng o a un Tommy.
Estamos analizando eso. Entonces, todos los chicos, hablé con muchos chicos diciendo que mira, esta semana es una semana para mostrar. Hoy se acaba el cuarto entrenamiento, entonces como cuerpo técnico entramos, analizamos un poquito eso y tomamos esa decisión mañana.
Coach, one more in English, and if you don't mind, what kind of presence does Chucky bring to the field when he's on there, and how does that elevate the team?
Yeah, I think it's clear Irving was flying in that game. It's 30 minutes of high level football from him, and he was. It's incredible. I think he got in behind him for 4 or 5 times in 30 minutes, and he was going to score a goal for sure, if not 2. That's something that I'm confident saying. So. What he brings is he just brings an aggressiveness to attack the opponent's back line. No defender likes to turn and run towards their own goal, and he always presents that threat, but then he's also good receiving the ball in between to combine or to go at people 1v1. So he's just an all-around threat, which I think is going to cause opponents a lot of issues this season.
Thank you.
Well, some fans, maybe especially new ones, might not understand or like draws, especially 0-0. What would you say to those fans?
I don't know what to tell them. I mean, I know that was an exciting game of football. We took 15 shots on goal. We were very vertical. There were a lot of moments that you could hear the reaction of the crowd when St. Louis tried to press us and we were able to break them, and then we're going aggressive to goal. You can see clearly that we don't want to just have possession just to have possession. We're very vertical with the possession. We're quite creative, so there's lots of little flicks, a lot of no-look situations where guys just know where they're at. And what I would say is the goals are going to come more often than not if you do the right things, but there's going to be times when in football, if the opponent doesn't want you to score and they put that many players that low, it's very, very difficult to... It's a razor's edge between a goal and not a goal.
Profe, ¿pudo hablar con Javier Aguirre al final del partido el otro día?
No.
First time above sea level?
Yeah.
Thoughts on going into Salt Lake City?
Yeah. I mean, the same as always. Nothing changes for us. We focus on our people, our performance, our principles. So we're going to go there to go after the game. We're going to be brave on the ball, we're going to be relentless, we're going to press, and we go to play our game.
¿Cómo se imagina? Porque uno dice la hinchada es el jugador número 12, pero en esta oportunidad seguramente no van a tener tanto soporte como si lo tuvieron en este lado. ¿Qué piensa precisamente de esto?
Bueno, yo creo que la frontera San Diego ha mostrado un nivel muy alto y bueno, ojalá algunos puedan viajar, porque yo sé si hay hasta 10 en la barra, en el estadio, se va a escuchar, pero también tenemos que estar preparados con un país tan grande, ir fuera de casa y jugar sin hinchas.
Mike, nada más una pregunta técnica. ¿Ha visto que tu equipo en los 2 partidos les gusta cargarse mucho a la izquierda? Incluso el mismo Aníbal se jala hacia el centro. En este último partido particularmente, eso le abrió un carril completo a Losenhoff, que llegaba hasta la línea de fondo. ¿Esa es la forma como estás trabajando el equipo que a ti te gusta?
Sí, la banda derecha es un poquito más para el lateral, banda izquierda es un poquito más para el extremo, digamos, y el lateral. Pero nosotros tenemos un concepto bien claro que donde está el pelota queremos una superioridad numérica. Entonces queremos tener esa superioridad donde esté la pelota. Si la pelota está en el medio, tener mucha gente en el medio. Si la pelota va a banda izquierda, viajar con el balón juntos. Y usualmente si haces eso y haces un cambio de frente, vas a tener a alguien liberado en el lado opuesto.
Gracias.
Thank you, Mike.
Gracias.
Jasper, what's the secret to success to the defense to be scoreless so far in the first 2 games?
Hard work, just buying into the philosophy that the club has, that the organization has. I feel like everybody's doing a good job so far. Coach is trying to prepare us, obviously, and just everybody staying alert. Because football is a game of quick moments. If you fall asleep for a second, it can be too late sometimes. So just really trying to work as a unit together and trying to stay active, positive, and all that. Not everything's going to be 100% great, but I mean, for that short of amount of time that we have been together, I feel like it shows that we're a unit, that we're strong together, and everybody's helping us out. It's not only the back line, but it starts with the front guys, you know, putting the pressure and not giving them too much time on the ball, which makes our life a lot easier, you know, reading the game. So, yeah, I feel like that has been good so far, and hopefully we keep it going. Obviously, like, not being scored on is a great testament to the club, to everything that we stand for, and, yeah, just trying to keep it going.
Does this feel like a special game playing against a previous club of yours?
It's always nice, you know, to like be playing against former teammates, former coaches, former organizations. You know, got much love and respect for them. I mean, those are the guys who gave me a chance in the first place. You know, that's why I'm standing here where I am right now. So only love and good things to say about the club. And yeah, but as soon as that whistle blows and you step over the white lines, there's like only one club you represent at a time, you know, and this is San Diego FC for me right now, and I'll do everything I can to take the 3 points away and bring it back home to San Diego.
And defenders don't typically get on the scoring sheet, but if you score, are you going to celebrate?
I'm not too worried about that at the moment, but obviously I'm going to be happy if I score, you know, but I feel like also it's, yeah, maybe keep it a little bit calmer, just knowing what they've done for me, what they've done for my career. So yeah, maybe hold back a little bit, respect what they've done.
And any advice to your teammates about playing at a high altitude?
Yeah, I told them like that was one of our secrets when we were on Salt Lake. We knew like if we get to this like 30-minute mark and the teams are high pressing, they're gonna hit a wall and like be a little bit on the downside. So yeah, just gotta be prepared for that mentally and physically. I feel like our style of play is good for that though. We want to have a lot of the ball, have a lot of possession, make them run, you know, make them hit that wall first, and then hopefully we can contribute from that.
It's the first time flying together. What do you think about it?
It's good. It's always nice. Travel days are always fun, you know, like jumping on a plane together. You like have the team there. You play games and like just those road trips, just special because like you use it as team bonding. You know, you can chill together, watch games together, and be in the hotel and everything like this. It's just a good time, and I feel like everything so far has been really well prepared in terms of traveling and being together. So I don't think that's like a big hindrance for us.
How do you make up for not having your star forward?
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult. We miss Chucky out there for sure. It's been tough, like losing a guy like this. Obviously, he's been a difference maker for us, you know, in terms of playing, but also in terms of like his personality, what he can bring to us, his experience, and how he motivates us. But I feel like it's soccer too, you know, like sometimes you won't have your best guys available. I mean, like if it's injury, if it's national team call-ups, you know, everybody strives for the best they could be. Chucky's out right now, which hurts us, and hopefully he's going to be back soon. But I feel like we have a lot of talented guys stepping in and hopefully make their mark as well. You know, like everybody wants to compete for that starting position, and I think they want to give Chucky a hard time too when he's coming back. You know, so yeah, we're going to see who's going to be out there on Saturday, but I think it's just going to be as competitive.
Is his presence felt in the locker room? Is he a rah-rah guy?
He's more like I'm not Hispanic, so you know, like he's more of the other guys, but he's definitely like just very respectable, you know, like he comes in, checks out on the guys, you know, he's always around and trying to make jokes. So yeah, I feel like just everybody in the group trying to buy in, so is he, and obviously giving the game a lot of experience, you know. He's been doing it for so many years on the biggest stage. Most of the guys haven't been there, and he's just giving us so much on that end. So yeah, you definitely feel that he's not there.
But it's something that you can give to Chucky, you know, about the experience in playing the MLS. Now that he's injured, but it's a long season, he can recover, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I think like, and he knows that too, you know. It's like it hurts at the moment, you know, but like on the other side is hopefully like something that he will recover from pretty quickly. It's not like crazy severe that he's going to miss the whole season or anything, you know. So our job right now too is to make him still welcome in the facility, you know. I know from my experience myself, it's a lonely journey sometimes, you know, being in that training room by yourself while the team is out there and training, you know. So yeah, just trying to include him in everything, you know, making fun with him in the locker room, in the gym, whatever it is, you know, just checking in on him as well. Make him feel a little bit better, because I feel like the mental side of it is just as important as the physical side, you know. Like if you're in a good mood, everybody else is trying to help you out, you're going to recover quicker from it. So hopefully that helps him too.
And something in Spanish, do you know anything? Talk a little.
I can understand a lot, but like speaking for me is quite difficult, you know. But yeah, you can talk and like you can figure out what you're trying to say, and he will understand what you're trying to get to him, like the information and everything. So yeah, we're getting along.
How's that relationship and chemistry with Anders Dreyer over on the right side, since you both play on the right side?
It's good, yeah. Anders was my boy in pre-season. We roomed up in Coachella and like had a little fun time there. I feel like we're similar, you know, in terms of like where you come from. He's from Denmark, I'm from Germany. We have similar like values, norms, and all that stuff. So it's a good connection that we have going. And yeah, as I said before, like just the guys, and I feel like this is very rare with like the top players, you know, like if they're so respectful and trying to help you out, it just like lifts you up too, you know. So nobody's like thinking that he's bigger than the team. Everybody's buying into the idea of how you want to play, and so does Chucky, so does Anders, Marcus, Jeppe, all those guys who've been to Europe or like the bigger leagues, you know. They're doing a tremendous job of helping the team be better and lift them up.
This last game, I saw you like going forward. Even you take a couple of shots. I mean, this is the Mikey's plan, or you just see the opportunity and get a shot?
I mean, we're trying to push our wingbacks forward, or like fullbacks. Me especially on the right side, a little bit more attacking than the other side. But yeah, if I can see the opportunity and go in the box, I feel like late runs is always something that's very difficult to defend. Not only from fullbacks, but also like 6s, 8s who like arrive late in the box is always going to be dangerous. Obviously, wish that I've got the goal there against St. Louis, but yeah, I feel like there's a lot of chances still coming for me to like get on the score sheet or even get an assist out of that positions, you know. But yeah, it's something that I like, you know, like just getting into the attack as much as in the defense. You know, we talked about getting in the clean sheet. Obviously, that's tremendous for me to like say as a defender that we didn't concede yet, but also if you just outscore your opponents, it's always going to be a good result, you know. So yeah, I feel like if we just are full of surprises and attack with different players, different options that we have, it's going to be great for either the club and the fans to watch us play.
Thank you. We'll take a couple questions in English first. I'll go ahead and translate the responses after his reply, and then we'll go to Spanish.
I mean, Franco, what has been the secret to success so far in the first two games without conceding a goal?
El secreto de la buena evolución que tiene el club en los primeros dos partidos sin recibir gol.
Creo que primero que nada tenemos un grupo muy sano. De la pretemporada venimos trabajando, encontrando la mejor versión del equipo, y creo que se ha demostrado en los partidos la identidad de juego que tenemos. Estamos tirando todo para el mismo lado y creo que lo hemos hecho bastante bien.
Yeah, I think we have a overall very good group that's been working hard together since the preseason, working on the best version of the team and working on applying the identity of the team, and I think it's been reflected on the pitch.
I mean, you play on the same side with Chucky Lozano. Did you see anything when he came out injured on that run, or do you know anything on his update?
Pues en el mismo lado que Irving, en el partido pasado, ¿viste algo al momento que se llega a lesionar?
No, yo durante el partido sé que él hace mucho cambio de ritmo. Sabemos que es un jugador muy picante arriba y nada, lamentablemente se encontró con esa lesión, ni él lo esperaba, pero bueno, ahora está en un proceso de recuperación, esperamos que vuelva lo más rápido posible y confiamos en que se recupere, y bueno, los demás compañeros están todos preparados para jugar y hacer el trabajo lo mejor posible.
Yeah, during that game, you know, he does a lot of changes in rhythm and he does a lot of running, so unfortunately he came across that injury. Hopefully he's back in shape soon, and you know he's working hard to get back in shape. And you know, as for the rest of the group, we're all ready to come on as needed. Yeah. We'll go to Spanish.
Español de este lado, Franco, un gusto saludarte. Y bueno, ¿qué han sabido de Real Salt Lake, su siguiente rival? Y sobre todo continuar con esa solidez defensiva que ha caracterizado a San Diego en este arranque de temporada, sobre todo tomando en cuenta que no han recibido gol.
Sí, sabemos que ahora Real Salt Lake es un equipo intenso también, que juega bien a la pelota. Nosotros vamos a ir a imponer nuestro juego. Nosotros tenemos que estar ordenados, manteniendo primero la solidez defensiva, luego buscando la alternativa para conseguir hacer goles y tratar de traernos los 3 puntos de visita.
¿Qué les dice Mikey Varas al respecto sobre este arranque de temporada?
Estamos todos muy contentos, la verdad que somos un grupo que contagia. esperemos seguir así, creciendo, todavía nos seguimos conociendo y creo que vamos por buen camino.
Después justo de ese empate en casa, decía el profe Mikey que se sentía un poco ese sinsabor, ¿no? Que se querían quedar con los 3 puntos, sobre todo por la generación de opciones que se hicieron. ¿Qué se habló precisamente en el camerino?
No, estábamos desconformes porque sabíamos que era el primer partido local, queríamos hacer tratar de ganar como lo hicimos contra Los Ángeles. Hicimos lo mejor que pudimos, por ahí nos faltó un poco de consistencia y ser certero en el último tercio de la cancha, pero todo con trabajo se va a ir cada vez mejorando y creo y confío en los chicos que podemos hacer las cosas mucho mejor para poder tratar de las situaciones que tengamos, tratar de aprovecharlas.
Franco, esa manera en la que trabajan la banda izquierda con Luka, cuando estaba Chucky antes de la lesión, con Chucky, ¿ha sido trabajo establecido con Mikey o ha sido asociación de ustedes mismos en, no sé, el lenguaje? O sea, entiendo que todos son nuevos desde un principio, pero se ha remarcado y ha resaltado mucho la pradera de la izquierda con ustedes 3 jugando ahí. Incluso hasta Aníbal se mete un poco al centro.
Sí, la verdad que lo hemos ido encontrando a través del trabajo de lo que Mikey quería y también yo creo que en el fútbol se crean asociaciones que son naturales y creo que eso ha pasado por el lado izquierdo. Sabemos y lamentamos lo que le pasó a Chucky, pero creo que el que puede jugar en su posición reemplazándolo lo puede hacer bastante bien, sea quien elija a Mikey. Entonces confiamos en que todos tenemos que estar preparados para tratar de dar lo mejor posible y tratar de ganar los partidos.
Gracias, Franco.
Jeppe, talk to us about like the first couple of days after the first home game at training. What's the environment like so far, especially with some key players like Chucky Lozano injured?
Yeah, that's of course one thing that's been feeling a little bit the first couple of days, but we go on the training ground. We have a new game, and we try to prepare as much as we can for the next games. First home game was a little bit special for everyone, so kind of the feeling that's been around the first game is gone now, and now it's about just getting as many points on the board as possible.
And as captain, I mean, your teammate Jasper played with Salt Lake, with Real Salt Lake a couple seasons ago. Have you talked to him about like what the team is like to maybe get an edge on them?
Yeah, we actually just talked about it. He said I think it's only 5 guys since he's been there, so teams change a lot, but we've seen some clips on how they play and what our benefits can be playing against a team like that. So we do that every week, so normal game preparation, I would say.
Did he talk to you at all about playing at altitude?
We talked a little bit about the degrees, the altitude, a little bit, but yeah, it's like this. When the country is so big, I think it's gonna be a lot of different environments and styles of playing, and also pitches. From what I could see from last week, it's different.
What can you say about Chucky? Do you know if he's going to be available for next match?
We'll see. I think it's the medical department that has those calls. So he's not training right now. So I think it will be tough, but let's see.
How are his spirits? How's he doing?
I think we're good. I think the first 2 games have been a good experience for us. As I said before, it's been a bit special. You're part of the first team and history and all these first. And now we have had our first away game and our first home game. And now that bubble needs to we need to get out of it and be more like now the season really started and people are running. And so are we, and I feel like we've been doing good the first 2 games, and I think and hope we have also surprised people a little bit how long we've come from the first 4, 5, 6 weeks, because we felt that we had a lot of good situations in the games, both games.
When Chucky was out and if he is out, who has to step up, or what do you guys have to do?
The whole team, basically. It's a chance for another guy to get his spot and his chance. So it's up to people from the last week here and up to the game to earn the spot.
There's a lot of questions about the play style, right? Especially playing out the back through the middle. Sometimes can be a little dangerous. Can you talk a little bit about the pressure of being the center defensive midfielder and getting those passes through the middle?
Yeah, it's. I think for all team, you do a cost benefit, right? You want to play out if you feel like you can get an advantage, and we feel like both if people go high on us, if we are good playing out, we will be able to do like almost counter attacks from our goal, and also we feel like it's easier to control the game if you have the ball more and you're in charge of, basically what the ball is going to do. So it's the mix of not being stupid and playing out, because people also do mistakes, and especially from the guys behind to recognize if it's a situation where we hit the ball and run or we play. So we feel like it can give us an advantage. That's why we do it.
Coming from Europe, maybe you are not too familiar with the discriminatory chant the other day. As captain, what do you say to those fans, about that?
Yeah, it's of course culture is different, and from what I've heard and what what people say about it is like the main thing is that if somebody is offended by something, we don't want it, basically. So I think that's quite easy. I get that culture can be different, and people have maybe going back in time been more used to something than another. But right now we are at a place where as a club we take a stand, and then we hope that all our fans are agreeing with that.
Thank you.
Thank you.